Alright, YouTube, this is my 1,000 round review. So far I've put 1,125 rounds to this firearm right here. This is the FN509 Compact Tactical. As you can see, it is not loaded, nothing in the magazine well, and nothing in the chamber, if we can show it properly. There you go, nothing in the chamber. It comes with night sights, suppressor height night sights. It comes with the tail protection for your sights, that way you can rack it off of anything. It's fully ambidextrous, and both the mag release and the slide release. I have cleaned my firearm after every range trip. I enjoy the firearm. It's a great firearm. I haven't had any issues with it. Yep. It is about the same size as the 19 with the 17 round clip in it that I have, with the 17 round magazine, sorry. The 17 round magazine that I have, it's about the same size as 19 Glock 19X, but yeah. Without that, the 12 round magazine in it, it's pretty much the same as the 19, but with the shorter grip on it. I enjoy it. As you can see, without the grip on it, I cannot get my pinky on it, but even with the 12 round magazine in it, I'm able to get a pretty good grip on it, and I don't have any issues with it. The trigger pound pull on it is about 7.5 to about 8.5, pushing that much. It's a duty trigger. It took me about 100 to 150, pushing 200. I'm not quite sure because it was in the same range day, but yeah, for my trigger to actually clean up and not be gritty. But when you first start off, it is going to be a gritty trigger. It has 3 different textures. Right there, that's a different texture than that. So yeah, the front and the back grip are the same texture. The side grip on both sides is the same texture, as well as the thumb. It's a good handgun. It cost me about 1,000. Yeah, so, but you pay for the Rolls Royce of the firearm, and it's a great quality duty gun or self-defense or whatever, carry, home defense, whatever you need to use it for. It can fill all those tasks quite well. It does kick quite a bit, so if you're a new gun owner, afraid of getting a gun that kicks quite a bit, then this isn't the gun for you. But I enjoyed the kick on it. Yeah, and you don't have any issues going right back on to your sight profile, so it doesn't, the kick on this being quite substantial doesn't affect your reset on your follow-up shots. The suppressor height night sights are something to get used to when you're on the range aiming. You'll notice that you gotta aim a little bit higher than where you really want to shoot, so it's something to get used to. But I really enjoy the night sights on this firearm. Yeah, so it is what it is. I like the sights on it. It's just something you gotta get used to. It has really great serrations in the front and back, very easy to grab a hold of. This firearm, it's not going to slip out of your hand at all, even if you have sweaty hands. That's just how aggressive the texture is. But you're not gonna be tore up, whereas some firearms tear you up as you shoot them because they're too aggressive. You won't have that issue with this. I really do enjoy the look of this firearm. I will not be putting a red dot on it, and I will not be suppressing it ever. I just got it because it's fully ambidextrous. I shoot half with my left and half with my right on my bullets when I'm at the range. Yeah, so because I'm ambidextrous in most things, I actually shoot better with my left hand, even though I'm right dominant. So I enjoy having a firearm that I can shoot with both hands without having to switch the mag release when I decide that this firearm I shoot better with my left hand or my right hand versus another firearm, because every firearm is different. For an ambidextrous person that's an ambidextrous shooter, each firearm is going to be different for you, which one you shoot better, especially if you're shooting better left. Even though you're right dominant, you're going to get some firearms that you're shooting better right, even though this firearm, in my case, I shoot better with my left. I do enjoy the cutout of the slide. It looks very good and it functions very well. It does have not a plastic guide rod, which is good. I like that. It does help with the longevity of the gun and the functionality of the gun as well. I've heard some people having issues with plastic guide rods, such as in the Taurus's G2C. The guide rod was having issues being plastic, even though they fixed it with the new plastic in the G3C. I just wish that firearms would get away from using plastic guide rods, and you need that spring to be supported by a metal guide rod, in my opinion. And that's why was it the 502 or whatever, the 22 version of the 509 got recalls, and the main issue that was arising was the guide rod was plastic. But everybody that I've ever heard of reviews switching it out with the metal, which you can do, they didn't have that issue. So I mean, it is what it is. I haven't really heard anything new about what's gonna happen with the FN. I'm pretty sure it's called F502, but yeah, whatever. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, I was thinking about getting it until I saw the plastic guide rod, and I'm like, nope, I'll just stick with my FN 509 and not branch off into the 22, even though I really do want a 22 long rifle handgun that functions very good, but I just haven't found one that I like so far. So we'll keep looking around for that. And I'm also looking around for another 9mm handgun that I can either carry or use as home defense. I'm looking for both. So I'll be eventually buying some more handguns, but for now I'm just working on getting this to a 10,000 round review. So yeah, I'll be going to the range pretty soon. So yeah, YouTube, as always, have a good one. Bye.